Hey everybody, next up we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Commander Class Sky-Lynx. I was super stoked when I saw this on Hasbro Pulse the other day. So, here we got Sky-Lynx, Ramjet, Dirge, Thrust, all attacking Sky-Lynx. War for Cybertron Trilogy, side of the box, you got, the Earthrise thing. You got Sky-Lynx doing Sky-Lynx things and being all cool and stuff. Sky-Lynx. Here he is in his vehicle mode. And it's cool looking. He also comes with these blast effects. I think these are the same as Omega Supreme, but I don't have Omega Supreme, so I don't know. But boom. Split them up. Plug them into various ports and do various explodey thingies. I don't really use these at all. And I'm not going to show them off after this, but I wanted you to know that they come with the set if you buy it. So, Sky-Lynx is huge. I never had Sky-Lynx. I never got the Combiner Wars Sky-Lynx because, I wasn't alive for G1, and the Combiner Wars one kind of looked like poop. And then they announced this guy, and I wasn't collecting mainline at the time. I was focusing on my Transformers money on Masterpiece. Since I'm basically caught up on Masterpiece aside from Jetfire, I'm going back to mainline and trying to catch up on things I missed, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But Sky-Lynx was available, and I got him, and he's fantastic. So, he does slide fairly well, and he can, of course, separate into the two components. Here, now, I'm going to show this off now so I don't forget. Getting him connected here is kind of a pain in the ass. Because you'd think you could just put it on there and connect it, but then you'll have this weird loose connection. So what you got to do is you got to get him at an angle and line it up right there, and you got to really push. It might take some force. And I'm not going to be able to do it now. There you go. And then you can... Nope. Damn. Getting it done on camera is going to be a bitch, isn't it? But no, you gotta... There we go. No, I didn't get it. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so you need to put in some force to get that going. And it will connect, and once it is locked in, it's locked in. That's not going anywhere. So before we show off any of the robot modes, we're going to talk about his base mode, because he does have a base mode. So, to get into his base mode, we're going to remove these pieces, which you can just put anywhere. I just kind of leave them there and be done with it. But, base mode. So, we're going to get these guys out of the way, like that. Open these pieces up, rotate these pieces up, push these pieces up, and then turn these forward. Then we're going to rotate this around like that. Or do we do? Nope, yep. You just want to rotate it around like that. There you go. Rotate that around. There you go. We're going to fold these pieces. I had this thing upside down this whole time. Oops. So turn these around. And make sure these are correctly angled. That was my bad, guys. I'm only human. I make mistakes. Open this piece up. It's very similar to Titan's Returns ramps, but I don't think they work with Titan's Return. Fold these up. And now you can plug these guys in one of two ways. You can either plug them in like this or like this. I personally prefer them both like this, like laser cannons. That's just me. Then you're going to shake your camera. Open these pieces up on the shuttle. Get this up right here. Hold this ramp all the way up. And these two ports are going to plug into these two posts right here. And then you're going to slide this in, and it's going to tab in right there, which will hold the shuttle in place. And there you go. You have his base mode. Now, if I'm honest, I'm not big on base modes in general. But I have to say, this might be my favorite base mode I've ever seen. I think it's really neat. It just looks like a rocket's about to blast off. And I think that's cool. But now we're going to talk about the Lynx first. So to get him into Lynx mode, I'm going to go ahead and turn him back into the vehicle mode, because most of you are probably going to go from vehicle to Lynx and not base. So let's get him back into Lynx mode really quickly, or vehicle mode really quickly. Plug these dudes back in here. There you go. Now to get him into his robot mode, we're going to fold these legs up, fold them down, fold them down, fold them down, fold them down, fold the two tails up, open this piece up, rotate this up, open up the mouth, and there you go. You have the Lynx portion of Sky-Lynx. And I think he looks neat. Of the two, I do prefer the Lynx mode. Articulation-wise, his head can move up and down, can turn a little bit. Mouth opens, the tongue moves, and you can plug one of the effects parts onto there. So that's neat. In and out at the legs, very heavy. Full 360, again, very heavy. Double elbow. Ankle pivot. Legs are all the same. All four of them are the same. And you can push these out. I prefer that for Sky-Lynx, so I'm going to save that for Sky-Lynx, but you can do that. And I think he's really cool. I personally, quadrupedal beings are hard for me to pose. So I prefer something on two legs, generally. But I think he looks really cool, and he feels good. These guys have some heft to them, for sure. So now let's talk about the spaceship, the Sky portion. So to transform this one, we're going to disconnect these wings. And we're going to just kind of rest them up here. Open this piece up to get the tail out. Pull these down rather, straighten these legs out, and just kind of straighten them out however you want to. Alright, and then we're going to pull this piece forward, straighten it up. Open the mouth, and there you go. You have the Sky portion. And I'm not as big on the Sky portion. I think it kind of looks like a weird turkey. He can do that. By itself, it looks like a weird turkey. His articulation's pretty good, though. Like, the neck has a bunch. Kind of like the Red Dragon Thunderzord from the Legacy line. He's got a lot of that, which is neat. Legs, in and out, turn. Bend the knee, ankle pivot, foot bend, and his tail's got a bunch of hinges in it. So he's very poseable. And he looks okay. I just personally don't dig the design of this mode by itself too much. But he's not a bad figure. He's also kind of top heavy. He's got skinny legs, so. But if you wanted to display them like this, it's not the worst option. I prefer the combined mode, which let's get to right now. So we're going to straighten out the wings, like so. And then we're going to push these feet up. Push the legs in. Boom. Here we go. Out of the way. Fold the head back in. You can kind of do whatever you want with the tail. I personally just kind of fold it down to about there. And we're going to connect that up with Sky-Lynx. There you go, Sky-Lynx mode. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. Sorry for the random jump cut, but yeah, this is where I think this figure really shines, at the Sky-Lynx mode. I think he looks terrific. And then you can extend this out, which I think gives him an even better presence. All the articulation is the same in this mode. So he's not quite as tall as Jetfire, but in terms of like width, oh, he is massive. He's got a lot of mass to him, and he's got a lot of modes. And I don't think he's my favorite commander class, because I really like Armada Prime. Actually, let's do a comparison real quick with the other commander classes that I have. So, here we've got Rodimus Prime and Armada Optimus Prime. These are all the commander classes I have so far. And I loved Rodimus. I thought Rodimus was a great figure, but he is very small and just comes with the trailer to try and justify the price. Armada Prime has a lot of modes, really big. Sky-Lynx has a lot of modes and has a lot of mass. So these two, I think, feel like they're more worth the money than he is. Don't get me wrong, great figure. I just think he's a little expensive. But I got him for $60 instead of $80, and I think that's more justified. Sky-Lynx $85, Optimus about $90. So I think I got them all for the price I think they are worth. Now, I like Sky-Lynx a lot. I do like Armada Prime a bit more, just because I do like his design better. And I also like his transformation more. Not that Sky-Lynx is as bad, and I think Sky-Lynx is fantastic. He's probably my favorite Earthrise figure that I have. And if you can grab him, definitely do it. If you're more of a G1 guy, this is right up your alley. I don't have Jetfire, but I have handled Jetfire, and I do like Sky-Lynx more than Jetfire. But I will review Jetfire when I get him. But on his own in a box, Sky-Lynx is fantastic. And if you can get a hold of him, I definitely say do it. I think he's one of the best War for Cybertron trilogy figures there are. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and stick around for more. Take care.